Welcome actually to Joy News Desk. Coming up this morning, Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II voices distress over the lack of progress in the fight against illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey. More as the Asantehene applauds Erastus Asaridonko for his fearless fight against illegal mining. Also this morning, police meet chiefs of Tofloko and family members of the deceased 47-year-old father of 3 following Monday's shooting incident. We'll tell you the outcome of that meeting.
He is not part of those people who are working over there. And before we heard the news, they shot our brother, and he was lying down in the cold blood, left behind 3 children with a mother and a father.
And OMCs raised concerns over security of their members as it reveals the frequent attacks by armed robbers on fuel stations across the country have forced them to close operations earlier than their usual time.
Depending on the situation, because of the armed robbery, the fear of that, we are not able to operate in 4 hours. Ideally, time was when I was a schoolboy. We used to have 24 hours filling station service.
A response from the IGP, who is assuring the business community of a revised strategy to deal with criminals across the country.
That we need to come to that often as we are today to listen to your concerns, that we use those concerns to shape our operational arrangement and give you a service that you appreciate, that will win your hearts and minds, for which you then.
Meanwhile, the Asantehene Osei Tutu Otumfuo Osei Tutu II has been lauding the journalist who's been consistent on this. So we'll be bringing you more in this bulletin. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Do stay for details. Many thanks for choosing us. Let's begin with Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, who has voiced his distress over the lack of progress in the fight against illegal mining, popularly known as galamsey, citing persistent threats to life and political maligning of persons advocating against the menace. The Asantehene is saddened at the intensified activities of illegal miners.
Galamsey has destroyed all our lands. This is influencing majority of emerging diseases in babies from long exposure to mercury in our water bodies. Yet, complaints do not get any attention. It's hurtful. I couldn't watch Erastus's documentary. I was overwhelmed with sadness. We have sold arable cocoa lands for illegal activities. The new trend is gunmen threats on people who try to access these illegal sites. The whole country's security machinery couldn't fight this.
Any abroad reclamation of the land in the one more day, where year the friends, John, I bet share Mansia says the Miss Woman share or Boasenso, Meboa. I will F. Shenina. Now for ye who require, yet the fast way, Bessa ye. I don't know security report graduate. I
have already arranged for reclamation of degraded lands, yet these areas have become danger zones and inaccessible. All these chiefs look on and accept their share of the illegality, so they won't even report. Soldiers are receiving unknown calls to seize military actions in these places. Who are those people behind the calls?
As it did, say. So, Yabaka no crano, so said a bay. Soja for ye di tue koko e ko ho ni na na ayira. It is a one be kwa mai. Yet me free will be say jai ho de menko. Na one na free will be say mo nko ho. One na free soja ni a wo ko hwe yes won ko wa ni ya friends ho de menko. Na ho de menko one na free no. That's why you ntiminka. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Asantehene Otumfuo Osei Tutu II has lauded multimedia journalist Erastus Asare-Donkor for his consistency in the fight against illegal mining, acknowledging the threats the journalists endured in exposing characters behind the galamsey minister. Asantehene commended Erastus for his power of determination, hard work, and perseverance. He made the commendation when a team from the Kumasi unit of the Multimedia Group Limited presented laurels won by Erastus at the 27th Awards of the Ghana Journalists Association.
In a night filled with anticipation and excitement, the Ghana Journalists Association took center stage as Multimedia's Erastus Asare-Donkor received the coveted PAV and Sir Journalist of the Year award, as well as the Illegal Mining Reporter of the Year. Erastus has over the years committed to uncovering the ills of illegal mining to arable lands, forests, water bodies and the health of the populace. When he visited the Mensha Palace, the Asantehene expressed his satisfaction with the role Erastus's reporting activities have played in the fight against illegal mining. If not for God's protection, Erastus would have been harmed. He has uncovered and announced all the illegalities, but to no avail. Yet, he has been recognized by all journalists in the country. It is only inspirational when accolades like this are earned. At least we are hopeful some people cherish the truth. Thank you. Continue, and I entreat your colleagues to learn and emulate. It is only the truth that matters. Stick to the facts. I am aware you receive threats to keep quiet. It only means you are doing the right thing. An elated Erastus Asare-Donkor acknowledged Otumfuo's commendation as a motivation. He admonished his fellow journalists and corporate institutions to join the fight against illegal mining.
In fact, some countries are protecting their water bodies, their forests and other things because they believe that that is their mainstay. It borders on their very existence. And so for us to be destroying the rate at which we are destroying our land, our forests and other things is something that motivates me to do my part. In fact, if the occupant of the golden stool congratulates you and encourages you, that's the ultimate. And so I'm indeed honored to be in his presence. I must say that the people who go with me on a daily basis, this gentleman risks his lives every day with me on the field. We don't do it for nothing. He also has a family and he has the same vision as I do. And together, I think if all journalists were to come on board and to see illegal mining, irresponsible mining as an existential threat, definitely, if we put our voices together, we'll be able to sustain and maintain this fight.
Reporting for Joy News, Clinton Yebo.
Back in Accra, the Ghana Police Service has met chiefs and people of Toflokpo after disturbances there led to the death of 47-year-old father of three, Kolete Womeno, and several others injured. On Monday, residents of Toflokpo, a salt mining community in the Adan West District of the Greater Accra region, clashed with some staff of Electrochem Ghana Limited. 3 days after his demise, it is emerging that the deceased was not part of those who allegedly clashed with staff of Electrochem as the family demands probe into his death. In an engagement with the Tema Regional Police Command, leaders of the community said the police are blaming them for the death of their relative. We'll be engaging the chief shortly, but first, here's the wrap of Joy News' visit to the community 2 days after the incident. Carlos Caloni has more.
This was the mood in the family house of the deceased Quality woman who allegedly died in a clash between residents of Otumfuo and staff of Electrochem on November 6, 2023 over salt mining concession. With tears rolling down their cheeks, a family spokesperson, Faustina Mamle woman, says they demand justice.
Last Monday, we were home when we heard that Electrochem, they came and attacked our workers. I was with my brother. I was even preparing something for us to eat. And my brother said, oh, what is happening? We need a defense. So he was just going through. He was going through from Salom to Lolonya. And during here, on his way going, he wanted to see what is happening. In fact, my brother don't have even a part of a portion of the songo to do the work. He is a farmer, a complete farmer. He even do farming during dry season. He was just passing. He is not part of those people who are working over there. And before we heard the news, they shot our brother. And he was lying down in the cold blood, left behind 3 children with a mother and a father. They are old, very old, above 80 years. And we are the family. This is the family. I am a sister who is going to take care of us. Nana Akufo-Addo. In fact, we are looking on to you.
Apart from the disease, these men also say they suffered varied degrees of injuries resulting from gunshot and cutlass attacks on them. On that Monday, some unknown men we believe to be Langards, in the company of some police officers, invaded our salt mining site and started packing our working tools. We protested, and before we realized, they pulled cutlasses and sharp metals and attacked us with them.
The
shot at us and the bullet hit me, penetrating my neck and elbow. With wailing and tears, women of the community, including wives of these victims, say they now live in fear.
My husband was wounded in the process. I don't know how I'm going to take care of him and the kids.
Speaking to Joy News, the public relations officer of the Adan-Songo Lagoon Association, Ibrahim Ahuma-Tete, says the government must find the killers within 14 days.
Our demand is we are giving the president and the government, we gave them 2 good weeks, 14 days, that our brother that have been killed, they should prove it and let us see the killers. Those who killed our brother, we want to know them. We want to know those who killed our brother, Quality, and we want Electrochem Ghana Limited to only remain as Songo Salt. Aside that, whatever he would do, we are not going to agree. Our only survivor is the Songo Lagoon. So we are saying that from 2 weeks exactly, if the president and the government, they were not able to do anything to solve this situation, then it would be that all of us in Ada along the Songo Lagoon, when they whip us, all of us off by killing with guns and whatever, the lagoon will be free for them to take over because we are not going to agree.
And so this is the feeling among residents, among family members here, Quality's family members here in Salom, in the Ada West District of the Greater Accra region. Reporting from Salom, my name is Carlos Caloni for joining.
Carlos Caloni joins me with more. Carlos, we understand there was a meeting with the Tema Regional Police Command between the the residents and the Tema Regional Police Command over the issue. Can you share with us the outcome of that meeting?
All right, Aisha, indeed, there was a long meeting between the elders of Salome and Toflokpo and the Tema Regional Police Command yesterday, which took so many hours. And out of that meeting, according to the chief of the community, Nene Milo Dadebong Ilim II, a number of issues came up from that meeting. The first one was that they were told that the police they are now investigating a number of things. The first one is attack on the DC of the area. If you recall, after the incident, the DC of the area went into the community and he was attacked. So the police said they are investigating that aspect of the incident. And also, they are also investigating the burning down of electrochem machines. So some machines and equipment of the company were allegedly destroyed. So the police they are investigating that aspect too. And a third one, which is the looting of a shop belonging to a staff of electrochem. The police say they are also investigating that. Now, on the death of the Polite woman, they said that their preliminary investigations at the scene shows that the bullet used in the act does not belong to the police service. And so they are looking into that. But yet, the community members maintain that they saw Langas in the company of the police shooting at the deceased. So that's according to the residents. So the police say the bullet shells is saw on the ground. It's not that it's of the police. So they are equally investigating that. But the police say that they will carry out an autopsy, on the body come Tuesday. And the family is also demanding that they would want to be there when the autopsy is being carried out on the body. So basically, these were the things discussed at the meeting from our sources at that particular meeting that happened yesterday, Aisha.
Carlos, I know that they've already given a 14 days ultimatum to the government, but what really do they want from the Ghana Police Service? Do you know?
Yes, so according to the leaders of the community and the family, they expect the police to act and investigate this matter. In fact, yesterday at that meeting, the elders, the chiefs were told that the killers are coming from the community, not from the police. So the position of the chief is that if indeed the police is able to establish that the killers are from Toflokpo, then they should come into the community, conduct their investigation, and then apprehend the killer of Polite. So basically, that is the situation. They want the police to investigate this matter and come out with a finding. And they are surprised that 4 days into the killing of Polite, the police is yet to make a public pronouncement on the matter. So they are looking up to the police to actually speak on the killing of Polite Wemano. I shall be speaking.
Carlos Kaloni is our man following the event for us. Definitely we'll be hearing more from the police as and when they get some update for us. But in the last few minutes, there's been a statement issued by the Adan West District Assembly, and it reads that Adan West District Assembly wishes to clarify that the civil unrest which occurred in the Toflokpo electoral area on Monday resulted in the death of one person, not two, as reported earlier. The District Security Council dissect, however, further checks reveals that the second death was unrelated to the clashes. In that regard, the Adan West District Assembly wishes to render an unqualified apology to persons who have been affected by the misrepresentation of the facts. The residents of Toflokpo and Electrochem are admonished to remain calm whilst DISEC continues with its negotiations to resolve the stalemate. The Assembly has consequently scheduled a meeting with both parties on Monday 13th and Tuesday 14th November, respectively. DISEC, having visited the concession area in Toflokpo, are of the firm belief that this all-important meeting will be crucial in addressing the impasse and allowing the two parties work together in peace. And it is signed by the District Coordinating Director for the District Chief Executive. Away from Adan, but still with security issues, the Association of Oil Marketing Companies is expressing worry over the security situation of its members across the country. According to this association, the frequent attacks by armed robbers on fuel stations have forced them to close operations earlier than their usual time. Chairman of the OMC, Kweku Mandria, who revealed this during an engagement with the IGP, Dr. Akufo Dampare, said if the situation is not swiftly addressed, it will impact negatively on the economy due to loss of productive working hours.
Unfortunately, our clock is a little bit different. That we have some 12 hours to work. Depending on because of the armed robbery, the fear of that, we are not able to operate in 4 hours. Ideally, time was when I was a schoolboy. We used to have 24 hours filling station service. Now it's scattered. Some of the stations 5 p.m. we are closed, and so now 6 p.m. In some places it's 9. In others, 10. So it's staggered around, and sometimes it's at the mercy of our customers. And some people even need fuel to send people to hospital. They can't even get fuel because we have closed. We fear for our lives. And we are happy. And right now, as we speak, IGP, we have about 4,000 outlets in this country. Somebody may say we are a lot, but we are not. The population has not stopped growing. And we also have to make sure that we serve every nook and cranny, anybody who needs fuel. So we really welcome, as we grow, we welcome that. I heard what you said about the fact that the past is the past. We have a renewed strategy that we have to have as we go forward. And we're happy to work with you and your men to be able to ensure that there's a safety and security at our outlets so that we can contribute meaningfully to the economic fortunes of the country.
But Inspector General of Police Dr. George Akufo Dampare is assuring the business community of a revised strategy to deal with criminal activities in the country.
We cannot stop. And then leadership here and those across the country, they are come with a mindset that want to be the best institution in the country and a reference point for the rest of the world. And to do that, it will take you to judge us. And for you to judge us, you have to be happy with the services that we provide. So it is not in our hands to acclaim ourselves as being the best. It will be left in the hands of the people we serve. So we leave that to you. And to achieve that means that we need to come to you that often as we are today to listen to your concerns and use those concerns to shape our operational arrangement and give you a service that you appreciate, that will win your hearts and minds, for which you then use to determine whether truly will become the best institution in the country and a reference point for the rest of the world. With this mindset, we just want to always do better today than we did yesterday. And this is a catchword. We do better tomorrow than we did and we are doing today and yesterday combined.
Let's take you live to the Information Ministry, where Energy Minister Matthew Opoku-Prempeh is briefing the press on the topic, keeping the lights on, keeping the nation moving.
Increase the footprint of renewable energies in the country. So what have we done, really? We've extended the AXA power plant tenure, the one in Tema, for another 10, 15 years to continue to supply us the fuel. We've also signed a new PPA for generation in the middle belt of the country, 350. And VRA is also working hard to reuse plants that we're not using in Kumasi to help stabilize the grid and ensure an efficiently run grid system. So both AXA and VRA are actively working in power generation in the central belt of the middle belt of the country, that is Kumasi. We are converting the KTPP plant, 200 megawatts, and a Senate plant from an open cycle to a combined cycle. And VRA is retrofitting the T3 plant. Eventually, we are getting there. Eventually. And that, you see, when you have these plants back, it makes even more sense to find out when you need to increase generation from private sector. Because somebody has to pay once you sign. And if we can put all our plants that have been dormant or idle or combine it and improve the efficiency of the plants, it goes a long way to soften the prices for Ghanaians. Our share of solar has increased to 3.2, and the target is 10% by 2030. And I think we are doing a lot, and we will show very soon in that sector to head towards our target by 2030. We started an innovation in floating solar using the. Yesterday, I heard that the surface of Akosobo Dam, the surface is over 8,000 kilometers. That's what I was told. Oh, that's what I told Ghanaians. I don't know. That's what I said. Imagine. It's for also feeding, like aquaculture and fisheries. It's for tourism and it's for transport. But imagine we put solar on a sizable number of the surface. We can increase our solar footprint hugely by hybridizing our dams, because the investment we need to do in that sense, Bui, Pong, Akosobo, and even some of the Ghana water dams, if we could cover some of the top spaces with solar, it will cost less environmental degradation, so we don't have to cut trees to put these solar panels. And then we can generate even more and even more power. So Bui and VRA are both pursuing it. I do know that Bui has even signed a new contract, PPA, to put another 5 megawatts on the floating solar and another 20 around the environments of Bui. We started and deployed in off-grid communities solar wind battery pack to give these island communities and far-to-reach areas where we cannot send national grid there, these off-grid communities. I think we have done 3 in that area. And as we speak, there's a tender going for 35 more of such off-grid communities in Ghana. We want to move street lighting from LED to all-in-one solar. And we have trialed that in some parts of the country, and it's been successful. And we want to come to the situation where street lights, they are not only solar. Because it's outside, in the all-in-one solar, it's got a battery pack. In fact, some of the ones we've tried, it's got a self-cleaning mechanism there. So that with diodes, we can even program it to come on in the evening, increase the luminosity or intensity when it's getting dark, and reduce it or switch itself off when nobody is around, except when the thief is coming, then it comes down. We are doing that. We have also lifted the moratorium, Energy Commission, working with them, we've lifted the moratorium that had been put on embedded generation. So for industry and for those who could generate solar within themselves and use it to feed themselves, we had put a moratorium on that, which we have lifted. And we hope and pray that it all cause a ballooning or increasing in our solar footprint. The ongoing utility-scale solar project we have, like I said, Bui is not only doing 100, Bui is tackling solar seriously, because we did the amendment of the Bui power law to give them access to do more solar. So they have acquired various sites around the country to put the solar cells there. Bui, together with VRA, have put together a comprehensive package to not only deploy as much solar, maybe in the order of 2,000 megawatts going up, but also to improve the grid, because if you know Ghana very well, where we can deploy a lot of solar, that is where the grid is also poorest. So we want to combine that if we are acquiring solar, we should also improve the grid and put substations there so that we can wheel around these green molecules. Not only the 4 megawatts that is already installed, they've assigned a new one for another 5 megawatts that is coming on board with a company in UAE called Infinity. VRA, I think, has completed the phase 2 of the Kalio project, and they are even thinking about expanding it further, along working with the German government and the German system. We have got money from European Union and KfW for 22 megawatts of government goes solar, where solar is being provided to government or public facilities. I do know that my ministry is busy engaging some of the universities and secondary schools, some of the hospitals, to install these solar projects. That becomes like just embedded. If you just imagine the secondary schools we all attended, we use very, very little electricity in secondary schools because we have lights out at 10 and we wake up at 5 or 6. We don't have air conditions in secondary schools. Even our cars were bone shakers. Our cars were bone shakers. So secondary schools are the best place to put solar, because then you can generate, and not only generate, you can even export some of that solar into the system. We have also received 85 billion in a project called Scaling Up Renewable Energy Program, and we have commenced 67.8 megawatts of installed capacity to be added through the 35-minute grids I announced that we have already advertised, and 12,000 net metered solar PV and 1,450 solar home systems for off-grid homes and public institutions. The 3-minute grids I just said in the Ada East District, we receive funding from the Swiss, is ongoing. Currently, as we speak, the energy mix in Ghana, we have hydro, thermal, both IPPs and VRA and solar in that proportions that we have shown. What I can announce is that we are growing at our electricity consumption rate of about 10% per year. And the unmet demand, people who are improving, becoming more prosperous under Nana Addo-Dankwa-Akufo-Addo's government, we see it in various ways, even though people might not say it explicitly. We see it in various ways, like when you travel around the country, if you look at the number of houses that have started having satellite dishes on them, meaning they are watching DSTV. Most of them fortunately support Manchester United, so I'm very, very happy. But you see it across the country, in villages that you'll be surprised, using the electricity for productive uses, right? Everywhere. I made a visit somewhere north, and as I was sitting in my car and I was observing, even the mud houses that we had, I saw some with air conditions. The mud houses, the advantage is that it's even cooler when you live in, but people had air conditions and DSTV mats. It shows that prosperity is spreading around. It is not a matter of only, because once you start and you take the national grid, that is why we are hoping that by next year we will have hit our SDG goal of 90% access rate in Ghana to make us universally access. We all hope we get there. But as you spread energy everywhere, you increase productivity everywhere, and people become richer. They can even sell lotto. They can do everything digitally now in as rural a place as well as it comes. So we've been adding generation systematically since we came into office from 2017, and the chart will show what we are trying to do across the country. In the area of power transmission, we realized that we spoke, and that was one of the first places I visited as an energy minister. Our congested network, some of them were 1950s and 40s and 60s, and there's a huge program to improve and consolidate and stabilize our grid systems. Because if you can generate as much as you want, if you cannot wheel it across where it is needed efficiently and reliably, you get the problem. And we're getting more problems because we're producing much and we're not wheeling at least efficiently across the country. Our grid was very, very unstable, and because we are on a system such that when one side trips, you get a blackout in the country. Now we are facing a double whammy. Now we have put everybody on gas. As soon as the gas inlets shut, then all the power systems that we have, or generation systems, go off. So that is why.
Also live on Joy News Desk, you heard the Energy Minister Matthew Poku Prempeh trying to bring up to speed where we are with energy production. For him, we need to sustain our power supply, but also we need to generate funds to be able to deal with some of the challenges. We'll take a break on Joy News Desk. When we return, there is more on Joy News Desk.
It's incredible! Bang on target!
The 2023 EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is more than an exhibition. It's the gateway to your dream home. Don't miss this chance to make informed decisions about every aspect of your living space. Join us at the Accra International Conference Center from Thursday, November 23rd to Sunday, November 26th, 2023. This year, we are diving into the theme of home ownership, exploring the nuances between affordability, comfort, and luxury. We are bringing everything housing under one roof, just for you. See you there. The EcoBank Joy News Habitat Fair is in partnership with EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank, and powered by the Planned City Extension Project from Cities and Habitats. Rent to own. And sponsored by Elegant Homes and General Constructions Limited, where quality meets value. Global Lighting, your solution to quality lighting. Syntex Tank, Air Strong, Air Tough. Springfield Estates, where dreams are built. Virtual Security, complete security solution. DBS, your roof experts. Virtual InfoSec Africa, security solutions by design. Saint Gobain, making the world a better plan. Clifton Homes, beautiful homes, wise investments. The Kissington Heights, Airport City, Kumasi, by HDG Homes Limited.
One, two, give me the dance. Let's go, sir.
Hello, with everybody for you. Body just shake below.
Your favorite TV game show, Step Up, is back with another amazing season. This time, we are stepping up with Syntex Tank. Step up with Syntex Tank. We'll see contestants answer questions of your choice and win over 6,000 Ghana Cedis cash prize weekly and other products from our sponsors. This season, viewers at home should watch out for the Syntex Tank question of the week. Be the first to answer correctly via WhatsApp or send SMS to 050-833-8888 and win incredible prizes. The person who answers most of the weekly questions correctly and fastest gets a 65-inch Samsung TV at the end of the season. Step up with Syntex Tank, showing on Joy Prime every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Sponsored by Bell Eyes, MTN Momo, Angel Cola. Powered by Syntex Tank. Joy Prime, your ultimate experience.
Enya kola bi keke krani ebe wunu. Wo pom. Me ba anakoto. Be ya boade. I'm a danger. Adibia, ya me papa de wo mi mo. Ahye.
Miss Mama Kokwaman.
Jenkwa oha. Mani me ma mo ahoden.
Esa so no ye be menti. Mo family hwe.
Me say, me tono. Inga ho.
The be no hu ade fe no do.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Premium Motors Limited, producers of Renault and Hyundai vehicles, has launched a new saloon car, the Renault Taliant. Speaking at the launch, Chief Executive of Premium Motors, Jihad Hijazi, explained why the Renault Taliant is unique and is a must-have.
Premium Motors has, with pride and dedication, served as the authorized partner to Renault in Ghana. Our commitment to providing a wide range of new cutting-edge vehicles, together with innovative after-sales support solutions, has been firm. It is this same dedication that brings us together this afternoon. Today, we are here to celebrate yet another evolution of automobiles in Ghana, the introduction of an exceptional and cutting-edge B-segment vehicle. So the Taliant, for all of you who don't know, is a B segment. So it's competing against vehicles like the Toyota Belta, the Hyundai Accent, and so on and so forth. The all-new Taliant, the successor, as one of our cherished customers and brothers said, is the successor of the Logan. Within the vibrant landscape of Ghana's automotive industry, we have observed the increased need for fuel-efficient and environmentally friendly vehicles, with the special emphasis on the A and B segments. So the A segments are the entry-level vehicles, the i10s and the Quids. The B segments like the Taliants and the Accents. The all-new Renault Taliant, with its high-powered, state-of-the-art, yet fuel-efficient 1.0-liter turbocharged three-cylinder engine. So for most of you who know automobiles, B segment usually roams around the 1.4 to 1.6 liter engine, and it's usually a four-cylinder powertrain. However, this particular vehicle here is having a 1.0 liter engine, so obviously it lends credence to the issue of fuel economy.
Now, Superlock Technologies Limited is among exhibitors expected at this year's Joy News Ecobank Habitat Fair, which is weeks away. Superlock has excelled in the market of security doors and home kitchen furniture for the middle class. They promise patrons exciting treats at the event.
Superlock has been at the forefront of security doors and kitchen furniture in the last 20 years for many Ghanaians who prioritize security in their homes. The company, as part of its 20th anniversary, is promising some juicy packages to customers and potential homeowners looking out for class in their security systems. Country Sales Manager Ebenezer Bediakun-Kwabi has been speaking to Joy Business.
We call ourselves after construction company. So when a client or when a company builds a house and put up the structure and roofed it, and what next? What next is that he needs doors, he needs burglar proof, he needs windows, he needs balustrades, he needs kitchens, he needs pergola, he needs carports and all that. So Superlock, we're into building products in short. Yeah.
What type of products are we talking about here?
Okay, so like I mentioned, so security doors, internal doors, burglar proofs, balustrade, carport, pergolas, main gate, kitchens. Like you can see, we have a very wonderful, beautiful kitchen here. Kitchens and wardrobes. Now we even have TV sets. That is also part of the kitchens. We have aluminum windows and doors. We have fence and gates. All these are Superlock products that we are into.
He has also been walking us through some of the amazing benefits Superlock Technologies has in its showroom.
Work started with security doors in the company in Ghana, and over the years we've grown to a lot of products. Now we do internal doors, we do aluminum windows and doors, we do kitchens, we do balustrades, we do pergolas, we do carport, we do main gate and fence. So it has been good. Because of that, every year, as we're going, we're adding more products,
so
more
like
solutions.
Doors.
Yes. Everything doors come to Superlock. We have the best quality service and product.
Superlock is excited to welcome all to its stand at the Joy News EcoBank Habitat Fairground for a wonderful package on its products that consist of both indoor and outdoor security systems.
So, like I said, this year is our 20th year in Ghana. So because of that, I'm inviting all Ghanaians to come to the fair because they will see exploit things, or they will see great things. Let me say, we're giving good discounts on some of our products, and some of them, I want to whisper to all of you, is coming 40% discount. The particular product, I'm not saying it to you now. Come to the fair and you will see.
All right, and that's it for this segment. There are more stories coming up after this break. Stay tuned.
Starting this October 20th to 11th of November, the African Football League. Who is going to be crowned Africa's Champion of Champions and take the lion's share of the 14.4 million prize money? Catch all the games streaming at www.AFL Africa and on FIFA Plus. The African Football League, our game, our home. Now let's shine together.
1, 2, give me the dance. Let's go. Say
hello, with everybody for you. Body just shake below.
Your favorite TV game show, Step Up, is back with another amazing season. This time, we are stepping up with Syntax Tank. Step Up with Syntax Tank will see contestants answer questions of their choice and win over 6,000 Ghana Cedis cash prize weekly and other products from our sponsors. This season, viewers at home should watch out for the Syntax Tank question of the week. Be the first to answer correctly via WhatsApp or send SMS to 050-833-8888 and win incredible prizes. The person who answers most of the weekly questions correctly and fastest gets a 65-inch Samsung TV at the end of the season. Step Up with Syntax Tank, showing on Joy Prime every Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Sponsored by Bell Eyes, MTN Momo, Angel Cola. Powered by Syntax Tank. Joy Prime, your ultimate experience.
Welcome back to Joy News. Thanks to the rest of our stories. The Cape Coast Technical University has established partnership with the Ghana Association of Garages with the primary objective of facilitating the creation of tailored programs for students while also enabling the design of specialized certification programs for individuals. Director of Engineering at the Cape Coast Technical University, Dr. Kwame Ananefening, says the joint effort will significantly contribute to the improvement of research initiatives and the overall quality of student education. He's been speaking at the opening of the Automobile Servicing Center of the University for Commercial Use.
of equipping students with valuable skills remains a prominent goal within numerous technical and vocational institutions across the country. The Director of Engineering at the Cape Coast Technical University, Dr. Kwame Anani-Fenin, emphasized that the university boasts of the most advanced facilities in the country, ensuring the optimal training and professional development of students. He further highlighted the significant benefit of the university's collaboration, stating that it holds great promise for the university, its students, and the professionals who seek training there.
Government of Ghana is trying to upgrade technical institutions, both at the second cycle and the tertiary level. And CCTU were fortunate enough to get the best of facilities in Ghana. So this is one of the best. And this section we are is only the automobile servicing part. We have the training facility, some at our back, some upstairs. And we have workshop facilities, lathe, CNC machines, and a lot of things. Yes, when a university is in a community, it must have an impact. So there's no way we can be a technical university here and there's no collaboration with people who are actually doing the technical things. That is why this collaboration with Ghana National Association of Garages is extremely important to us. One, it will help us in designing the correct programs for people who are coming in. And then we can design programs that anybody at any level can come in and get certification. So it is a very important thing for us. It will also help our research that we want to do in the university and the training of our students.
In alignment with this vision, the Vice Chancellor of the Cape Coast Technical University, Professor Kweku Educhum Eyimboache, underscored the positive impact of the university's strategic partnerships. These alliances, he says, are actively contributing to the enhancement of entrepreneurial training and the cultivation of 21st century skills among the student body.
Our vision at CCTU is to be a leading technologically innovative and entrepreneurial technical university with a reputation in green energies. And we see the unveiling of this edifice today as an affirmation of our vision of transforming our students to be technologically innovative and entrepreneurial in their thinking and knowledge acquisition. This vision cannot be attained without strong input from industry and the public sector. To this end, I celebrate the ingenuity of our gallant staff of the Center for Design and Innovation and our partners who have worked tirelessly to make this ceremony a reality.
It is the vision of the Cape Coast Technical University for its students to acquire all the necessary practical skills while in school to enable them make a huge impact after school.
A temporary building serving as office space for the Swami Municipal Education Directorate is falling apart, exposing staff to safety risk. The building, which is without a place of convenience, has forced many officers to work remotely from home, with a few who come around working in an abandoned classroom block. A new permanent office is, however, yet to be completed for relocation of the staff who are demanding its immediate completion with the necessary finishing works. Emmanuel Bright Kwaku has more.
Handed over to the Swami Municipal Education Service in 2019, this building was to serve as a temporary office for the over 30 staff at the service. But a casual look at the building reveals imminent danger of collapse. Deep cracks have developed within the walls, with some portions of the building already falling apart. This opening, revealing the metallic part of the pillars, is in one of the crevices of the common room for the staff. The danger has forced a majority of the workers to work remotely from home, while others abandon the office to sit on veranda of a nearby deserted classroom to operate. Dr. Anthony Inyamisempoku is director of the Swami Municipal Education Service.
He has been coping, because here you look at the office space, like somebody's ghetto. And then no washroom, for urinal, or if you want to meet the main browse and toilet, it is disturbing a lot. It is even affecting the code of ethics and the workplace practices. For instance, if the worker, even before this critical situation, comes in the morning and around afternoon you can't find the person, you call and say, oh, I left finding a place to poo-poo, as they've been saying. You don't have anything to say.
They were to be relocated to a permanent office after occupying the temporary space for 6 months. But 4 years later, the structure is still under construction. When I came here, the structure is near completion. I've seen some painters around and even some painting materials being used by the painters to give this particular building a good look. But it begs the question when this particular structure will be completed, so workers at the Swami Municipal Education Service do not have to deal with the conditions they are currently in. But there are concerns of sanitation and electricity to the new edifice.
Officers accordingly are ready to go there on condition that electricity is provided as one of the main things. And the worst of it all is that abandoned toilets and the refuse dump. My officers were just hammering on that the place is too odor to accommodate office staff, including our clients.
Municipal Chief Executive for Swami, Maxwell Ofosubuachi, has been reacting to the developments on Love FM.
The ground floor is 100% complete. The first floor is also about 81% complete. So the ground floor has a lot of offices that can accommodate them. Just that a few issues came up with furniture. They were raising issues of furniture, and I told them they can make do with what they have now. And then the access road to that place, we needed to grade it. It's not in a good shape. I told them we could do this. These things are not things that should stop us from going into the structure. These are things that could be done easily.
But the workers are not convinced the structure will be completed with requisite accoutrements should they move in now.
They are also making reference to the fact that 6 months is about 5 academic years now, or we have begun the 5th academic year. What is the guarantee? We move there and we suffer same.
For the time being, the workers may have to endure their plight. For Joy News, my name is Emmanuel Kweku.
That does it for the bulletin this morning. My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Log on to myjohnline.com for more of the news and updates of all the developing stories. See you again at 12.